All right, let's get into the news and notes.
News and notes from around the league.
I really...
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
All right. Well, I got to grow my beard out. That was not.
No.
All right.
No, all right. We all tried it now. All right. ESPN Colts writer Mike Wells. Now, he's not the only one. There are several beat writers who seem to think Andrew Luck is not a sure bet to play on Sunday. That's the gist of this. So, fantasy-wise, if he's starting, you're playing him, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like the last 2 weeks, all the news being leaked out there was, oh, he's a sure bet to play. He's a sure bet to play through the middle of the week. And then, of course, he doesn't play. And now it's...
But he's practicing and he's making all the throws.
Exactly. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, he might not play. It just seems like they're doing stupid misdirection. I expect him to play.
You're saying maybe it's the Colts trying to put that out there.
It's the old John Fox.
Yeah.
It's the old one, too.
Trying to get a little foxy.
All right. Marcus Colston is listed as doubtful. He won't play tonight. Sammy Watkins does expect to play. They said 40-50 snaps in the game against the Bengals.
I don't see him as a guy you want to put in your lineup.
Not with all the other options out there. Not with the guys that are kind of up and coming.
With Taylor banged up, Tyrod Taylor may or may not play with his MCL sprain. If he does, then he's limited. If he doesn't, then Sammy Watkins is limited by E.J. Manuel. So
yeah, and I will it's funny because I guess the Cincinnati newspaper, because it's the Bills are facing Cincinnati, every week they do a Madden simulation, and they just put it in the paper.
Right.
So they did the Madden simulation, and they did one simulation with Tyrod Taylor, and they did one with E.J. Manuel because they didn't know who was going to start. When they did it with Taylor, the Bengals won 13-7. When they did it with Manuel, the Bills won by like 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
So that game's broken. No, but I actually think Tyrod Taylor's going to play. I'm going to put that out there. We'll go through everybody tomorrow. We'll be saying, do we think they're in or out? But catch you up with some news now. Kind of a surprise. I don't think we expected it. Lorenzo Taliaferro is on injured reserve with a foot injury. This bumps up Buck Allen a lot.
Yep, for sure. He is the guaranteed backup because Taliaferro's out, and Justin Forsett's ankle is a concern right now. So
pick up Javorius.
Yeah, absolutely. I picked him. I put a claim in for every league that I did not yet have him in.
All right. Marshawn Lynch should
I need to bump up my fab bid here?
Because you heard that?
No, you don't.
We do have waivers going through in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Better adjust my numbers.
Me too.
Keep that hand away.
Maybe I do too. So Lynch is ready to go. We have we released our rankings yesterday. Our Week 6 rankings are on the website, thefantasyfootballers.com. We got somebody was complaining yesterday that they weren't out sooner. I want to kind of give a very quick perspective on that for people. We could come out with the rankings on Monday if we wanted to.
Yeah, we should.
But they would not be accurate or as accurate as they could be. And so we try to do the balance between accuracy and more information happens later in the week and getting them to you so you can make decisions. So, we normally release those on Wednesday towards the evening time. It depends on when we all finish them. As soon as a couple of us get our rankings done, they're up on the site. So Lynch right now, I know there's a disparity there. I have him at 9, so I'm the highest. I just think he's going to come back in and have a good game. He's playing Carolina. I don't blame you guys for having him lower. Mike, you have him at 16. Jason, you have him at 20.
The whole reason
is that just Carolina?
100%.
Okay, that's what I was
think he comes in. I think he gets all the workload, but it's Carolina, and their offensive line hasn't been good anyways, so it's more matchup than my expectation of him not being used.
Agreed.
All righty. Let's go ahead and what else do we got? Davante Adams returned to practice. I don't know if he'll play, but this is a good sign for him. It also means if you can get value for some reason in your league for Ty Montgomery because of his one blow-up game, anything at all, I would go do it right now. Odell Beckham Jr. is not practicing on Wednesday. John Harbaugh says he expects Steve Smith to practice to some degree on Wednesday. Do we think he'll play?
I think he's going to play. He's old man strength, Steve Smith. Can't count him out.
All righty. And LaShawn McCoy, surprise, return to practice? Do we think he's the guy that's going to get the ball this week?
I'm maybe next week. I'm not thinking that he will.
So do you think Carlos even makes it back?
Carlos, I don't think so, man.
So are we seeing the E.J. Manuel Boom Herron?
And Boobie Dixon, yeah.
Wow.
And an update, Odell Beckham will not practice today on Thursday either.
Yeah, I mean, it's not looking good for him.
That's trouble.
What's
He's a Monday night game.
the story
too.
with Ruben Randall,
Harris.
though?
Dwayne Harris is the guy. He's available on your waiver, and I've answered some of these questions. If you've got Odell Beckham and you want to have him in your lineup, but you're a little worried.
Well, isn't Randall the guy?
Or yes,
Yeah, but Randall may or
Randall to me is also an injury risk. I think that if Odell Beckham is out, then Dwayne Harris is going to get a lot of targets and be a valuable guy, and I just know he's on the waiver. Ruben Randall is in probably half the league's owned, so I'm just saying that's a great option for you.
Yeah, and Randall will practice today, so monitor him a little bit. I'd much rather start Ruben Randall than Dwayne Harris if all things were equal, but that's something you have to monitor. And the hard part is what Jason said on the show yesterday, which is it's a Monday night game. So if I can bank on somebody else, I'm going to bank on somebody else. I'm not going to try to play the same game I played this past week with Eddie Royal and Marcus Wilson because I don't have the luxury of a Sunday morning start.
Yeah. Did we mention Ahmad Bradshaw?
Not yet.
That's my favorite piece of news this week.
Ahmad Bradshaw has been signed by the Indianapolis Colts in a great move. They absolutely need to ensure their running back position. They have Josh Robinson and Frank Gore, and this is perfect for them. The question is, how involved will he be? What do you guys think?
So, for my taste,
give owners of Gore either peace of mind or paranoia. I've got
a pretty good amount of shares in Frank Gore, and I will say this: in all the leagues that I had him in, I made trade offers with him in it. I don't think it has an immediate impact on him. He's not going to come right in and just be used. But Ahmad Bradshaw around the goal line has been so good with Andrew Luck in the passing game that I expect that to happen again. And you haven't seen Frank Gore used in that pass-catching back role, and really there hasn't been one. So eventually, come 2-3 weeks from now, I expect Ahmad Bradshaw to be worked in the game flow. You don't have to wait for an injury to Frank Gore, and he's going to be kind of that passing down, pass-catching back, and I think he's going to have some value. We saw last year he was a top 5 running back when he was healthy in the beginning of the year. So there is an opportunity here on a good offense with a good player, and he is definitely on my way.
So you're a Gore owner in one of our leagues of record. Does this make you disappointed?
It does make me disappointed, and it also makes me have to put in a pretty hefty bid on Ahmad Bradshaw because I feel like I have to have Ahmad if I've got Frank Gore.
All right, 2 quick bits of news before we get over to the fantasy forecast for week number 6. ESPN is reporting that we know that Matt Castle is now the starting quarterback in Dallas. They are considering, according to Mr. Ed Werder, making Kristen Michael the starting running back.
So hard for you to say.
It's like pulling teeth over Joseph Randall. They also signed Rod Smith, running back, this week, because obviously Michael's not going to work out. So, no, I'm not. That's not true. That's not true. At this point, I've been we'll see what happens. I've been giving people, they've asked me, is it worth rostering Kristen Michael? I said, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Of course. Take the chance. The offensive line's so good.
Yeah, and they're also making an offensive line change. They're replacing their left guard with Lyle Collins.
Okay.
The rookie.
Yeah. And the Steelers activated Martavis Bryant.
So it sounds like he's good to go.
And he is practicing normal. He's not on the injury report. So that's good news as well. So